Hey everybody, it's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. We are getting ready to do clue number 6 for Sparkle and Shine. Hard to believe that we are getting closer and closer to the end. I feel like I say that every time. Even with clue number 1, I feel like I'm saying we're close to the end. But we're getting there. We're over halfway and it's going to be so exciting to see how this one comes together. So let's go ahead and put together clue number 6 for Sparkle and Shine. Alright, I've gotten everything together. I have my fabric guide for Moonstone, I have my packet number 6, and then of course I have my instructions for clue number 6. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at what's inside. First off, we have 6 small triangles of fabric A. Next we have 4 small triangles of fabric D. We have 2 small triangles of fabric E. We have 2 larger triangles of fabric D. Next up we have 8 squares of fabric E, we have 4 squares of fabric A, and last but not least we have 2 long rectangles of fabric E. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put all the fabric on the table behind me and we'll start in on the step number 1. Alright, we're going to be putting together section 6A. Remember, all of your seam allowances are 1/4 inch. And starting off on step number 1, we're going to join a small triangle of A and a small triangle of D together. We're going to make 4 of these in total, and they should measure 3.5 square whenever we're done. And like I said, we're going to make 4 of these, so we're doing this 4 times. And especially on Moonstone, remember that your fabric A is tone on tone, so make sure to look at which side it is printed on, so that way you're getting the good side facing out. So we're going to do it just like that, and I'll pair it up a little bit better when I take it over to the sewing machine, but we'll do that 4 times. Okay, now that we've gotten that all sewn together, I'm going to go ahead and press these towards, what does it say? It says to press towards D, so in my case it's the kind of purpley fabric. And remember, with half square triangles it's best to go up first and then straight across to open them up. It seems to not warp them as much. It seems to work out pretty well for me, so I'm going to keep doing that. But now I have all 4 of these. I'm going to turn this the right way, just like this, and now we're going to move on to step number 2. Alright, we're moving on to step number 2, and it says to join an E square to the right of step 1, and we're going to press this towards AD, so it's actually pointing over towards our half square triangle as the direction we're going to press. But before we get there, we got to sew these on first, so I'm just going to pop this on just like this and sew along this seam, and we'll do that 4 times. Alright, now that I've gotten those 4 all sewn together, I'm going to go ahead and again I'm pressing towards the AD half square triangle just like this. And this is being a little warpy, but that's alright. I'll get it all flattened out. Okay, that's as good as it's going to get for now, I think. Oh, no wonder it was trying to bunch up on the back. That's what was going on. Alright, let me fix this and we'll move on. Alright, moving on to step number 3, it says to join an A square to the right of an E square, and we're going to press towards A. So we're just going to butt these 2 squares up together, sew them together, and then we're going to do that 4 times, and then we'll press towards A. Alright, I've gone ahead and sewn all 4 of those together, and now I'm pressing towards my A fabric. Okay, moving on to step number 4, it says to join step 3, which is the one that we just did, to the bottom of step 2, and we're going to press towards the bottom. So we're basically just going to line these 2 up just like this, and put that over there like that, and sew across here. And the good thing is they should, since they're pressed in 2 different directions, it's a lot easier to put them together since these will just nest very nicely right inside of each other. And we're going to do that 4 times. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll meet you back here to press. Alright, there we go. I have gotten all of those put together. All 4 of them are now sewn together, so we have this nice square block. Let me just press this out. There we go. And remember, we're pressing towards the bottom, so we have our AD square up in the top left quadrant. We're going to press down that way, and there's some black string right there hiding behind the white. This is going to be really, whenever we're putting our quilts together finally, especially for Moonstone, we're going to really want to make sure that there's nothing behind these white panels, because otherwise you will see if there's a loose thread there. But anyways, alright, so we've gotten all those put together. And this should measure 6.5 square. We're going to label these section 6A. So we have 4 of these in total, and these are section 6A. All right, let's go ahead and move on to section 6B. All right, moving on to section 6B, we'll be making 2 of this section, and we're going to follow our instructions to make both of them at the same time. It says to join a small triangle of E to the top right of a large triangle D, press towards E, and then we're going to add our small triangle of A to the top left, and we're going to press towards A. So we're just going to, these are flying geese. We've done these a million times before. We're just going to put these on first the E side, then the A side, pressing outwards, and we're going to do that 2 times. All right, I've gone ahead and done our first step number 1 for section 6B. So I'm pressing that out just like that. And now it is time to, whoa, goodness, this is still attached. Let me cut this off and we'll move on to step number 2. All right, moving on to step number 2, it says to join a rectangle E to the right of step 1, press towards the rectangle, and the rectangle is that really long one. It should be the only piece of fabric you have left over. So we're gonna go ahead and attach them onto our step number 1, just like this, and we're gonna do that 2 times. And there we go, we have our section 6B done. This should measure 21.5 inches by 3.5 inches when it's all said and done. And you're gonna label these as section 6B. All right, and we're done with our clue number 6. Remember, we have 2 of section 6B and 4 of section 6A. Make sure to label those as such, so that way you don't get them all mixed up whenever it's time to put them all together. But we are done with our clue number 6, and we can't wait. I can't wait. I don't know about you, but I can't wait until we move on to clue number 7. This is coming together really nicely, and I can't wait to see the final result. Thanks for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm making it my goal in 2021 to hit 100,000 subscribers, but I need your help to make that happen. Take a moment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then don't forget to check out the other great videos that I have here on my channel. Also, share this video with your friends and tell them to come check out the Off Kilter Crafter.